Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here on Cool FM Online for our broadcast live of the Minors 9 to 11-year-old District 8 championship game at the all-star level. We got two great teams playing for you tonight. We got Mount Graham going up against Santa Cruz. This is Kevin Lassiter with Gunnar Vars here, and we got Mark on camera, and we are looking forward to a great game tonight. Two good teams to close out this part of our All-Stars tournament. It's been a great week of baseball. Gunnar, tell us about some of the things that you've seen during this week.
I've seen some really dominant teams. I've seen some big games. I've seen some run rules. I've seen a lot of run rules, and it's going to be a pretty good game. I've seen both of these teams play. This week's gone by pretty smoothly compared to last week. We had a few delays, and they're just reciting the little pledges, player pledges, and the staff pledges and parent pledges, and they're getting the game rolling. But this should be a pretty good game.
So yeah, it's been a great week of baseball, and with tonight kind of being the unofficial start of the America 250th weekend, you couldn't ask for a better way to start than watching some of our youth play in America's pastime. So we want to remind all of our great fans that SSVEC is our supporting sports sponsor, our presenting sports sponsor, been powering our live stream sports coverage all year long. SSVEC has been serving our community. Thank you so much for your support, SSVEC. Desert RV in Huachuca City is aiming to build a community that surpasses RVs by giving back through local sports sponsorships, veteran support, and community fundraising events. Go to desertrvcenter.com. BEREAN Academy is a proud supporter of local sports where skill, strategy, and determination take center stage. Stan Greer Millworks is Southeastern Arizona's premier supplier of custom doors and windows. With a distinguished history spanning 40 years with offices in Tucson and in Hereford, discover more at stangreermillworks.com. Pass on a legacy with Stan Greer Millworks. The MORSE Automotive Group in Sierra Vista. Stop in today and experience the difference. Cochise County is now backed by MORSE, and the American Southwest Credit Union is fired up to cheer on our hometown athletes. We believe that youth sports build character and the kind of community spirit that makes us proud. At American Southwest Credit Union, your money stays local. Member of the NCUA and an equal opportunity lender. TWN Communications, delivering high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. Stay connected with the freedom and performance that you deserve. Prestige Remodeling and Restoration of Sierra Vista has pioneered a visionary approach of customer-centric service. Visit them at prestigesierravista.com. Vista Pros is giving you tonight's sports coverage. Vista Pros Heating and Cooling are proud supporters of our local athletes and the community that we all call home. Vista Pros, local, reliable, and professional. So as the sun begins to set here at the Stonefield Complex here in Sierra Vista, once again, we want to thank all our sponsors, and we also like to thank the great men and women working in the Parks and Rec Department and the sports office of Sierra Vista as a city, and thank the City Council and Mayor for the great investment they've made into our youth by providing these amazing sports facilities for our young athletes to participate in the sports that they love. So here we go, guys. We got the umpires and the managers up at the plate having the last couple discussions. We're going to have Mount Graham. It will be batting first as the visiting team. Mount Graham both teams wearing the light or the powder blue jersey, but Mount Graham's jersey has a little more of a burgundy as the accent color with the numbers, and then Santa Cruz is going to be accented by red. So it might look a little similar on the screen, but we promise you it's two different teams playing, guys. Got a good game lined up for you. This has been an amazing all-star tournament. If you were joined with us earlier, you saw Nogales and Douglas play, had a really great game there, and this has been some awesome games all week. Again, this is our Minors 9 to 11-year-old championship here for Little League, Arizona Little Leagues for District 8, and the winners of this game will go on to play at the state level. So these games lead up to the Little League World Series that you'll see on ESPN later this summer, and just a great opportunity for all our athletes to get a chance to work and win their way up to play on the nation's biggest stage of ball for youth. Gunnar, tell us a little bit about what it's like to play at the all-star level as a player, and just share some of your experience with our viewers.
It's pretty competitive. I played All Stars when I was younger, and it's definitely a great experience to have as a young kid. Putting in the work just to get there is one whole completely different thing, and then getting there is a great feeling. When you get the call, you know, usually the coaches will call you and they'll ask like, "Hey, do you want to be on the All-Star team?" And I was really just shooting to get to the All-Star team. That was my whole entire goal the whole year. My team didn't win a single game, and I literally had nothing to go off of. I mean, I was a pretty good hitter, but you know, it's definitely a fun experience, and you know, just being able to compete with your friends and teammates is definitely something that builds character and builds grit. Especially losing games and winning games is an even better feeling.
So we appreciate your perspective and your take on it, Gunner. I know it's tough being, you know, on a team that may not be as successful as a team, but I'm glad you got the chance to enjoy some individual success after your season was complete and playing All-Stars.
Yeah.
It's something I didn't get to do as a Little League baseball player. I was decent, but I wasn't as good as these kids out here playing tonight.
Well, forgive me. I mean, my regular season team lost all their games.
Right, I got you.
Yeah, my all-star team, man, we were good. I'm not going to lie. We had a pretty good team. We still lost. We lost to Nogales. We beat them the first game. We went in undefeated. We lost 2 games in a row. It was a hard sight to see. But, yeah.
So tonight's starting pitcher for Santa Cruz is going to be number 13, Jax Raleigh. He will be the starting pitcher for Santa Cruz. So he's getting warmed up out here. Excuse me, folks. Like I said, the weather cooled down. It was about 95 degrees out here in our earlier game, but it is a nice and cool temperature now. We got the lights going. Perfect weather for baseball with a slight little breeze blowing to the west. It should be, well, the southwest, let's call it. Should be a really nice night for baseball. This was a doubleheader that we had. We had 2 minors championship games, and the game that we had earlier could have forced an additional game. It was Nogales versus Douglas. If Nogales would have beat Douglas, that could have forced a second game that would have to take place tomorrow.
It would have, yeah, but Douglas pulled off the win by a good amount. Mercy rolling them in the fourth inning, 11-1.
Yeah, I mean, Douglas poured it on. A 10-run inning in the third. I mean, the bats went crazy. Talk about getting hot is an understatement for what Douglas was able to do. And then they were anchored by some really great pitching by Vladimir, man. Vladimir Hurtado had a great game today, 7 strikeouts. I mean, he was getting a strikeout like every 10 pitches. This kid was amazing tonight on the mound. And we're looking to see some more of the same in this game we got coming up. These kids are just a little bit older, so I'm thinking that the talent and the abilities may be even greater than what we saw in the first game with the younger athletes tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
So we talked about Douglas earlier and how talented the Douglas teams have been, but we can't leave out Mount Graham. Mount Graham has had, is this their second team to play in a championship game in this tournament?
Yeah, this is. They played against Douglas in, what age was that? 11,
that
12?
Was 11, 12. That was majors.
And
yep.
They beat Douglas by a good amount. And yeah, they have 2 good teams too. They're up there with Douglas as well, and we'll definitely see what they can do.
So here we go. First pitch of the game is going to be a ball. This is Miller Morris that is up to the plate for Mount Graham. And the first pitch from Raleigh will be ball 1, 1-0 count. Morris takes the swing. This ball fielded at shortstop. And nice hustle by Morris as he runs out the throw. He will make it to first base. First batter up gets a single.
Yeah, that's really how you utilize your speed. I would just swing down at the ball and pray, you know, hit the grounder and then beat out the plate at first. It's really how you get the base hits in Little League because of how close the bases are.
Hustle was always one of your specialties when you played ball. Luke Daly up at the plate now. Takes the first pitch. That's going to be ball number 1 to tall Luke Daly. Runner on first. Here's Rayleigh with the pitch. Luke swing at that low pitch and a miss. It does get away from the catcher for a second, but he holds on to it. Runner not able to advance.
Kind of started there. He wanted to go, but he saw that the catcher was able to pull it in pretty quick, and he
Smart
held
decision.
held his horses.
This one off the hands of Daly. That's going to be strike number 2. Just to help you keep track, guys, Santa Cruz is all wearing the red socks, so that may help you distinguish between the two teams, the red socks on Santa Cruz All-Stars. Oh, and this one is low. The batter is out, but the runner advances to second.
So the rule with that is there's a drop third strike if you get rung up on a low pitch and it hits the ground. But the rule is if first base is occupied during that, then the runner doesn't have to run, but he did. But no matter what, the runner at home is, oh my gosh, the runner at home is out.
The batter is, as a batter, he's
Batter.
out. Oh, that was a ball that went foul towards the back of the dugout by Nick Johnson of Mount Graham. And here come the kids. They want to get that ball and bring it back to get a snack. 0-1 is the count here for Nick Johnson.
I almost grabbed that.
Nick Johnson, another one off the hands. Ball goes to almost the exact same place. And it's a mad scramble for that ball because the snacks are valuable. I think that might have hit a car.
It did. It hit that red Mustang.
Yeah. Somebody's Dodge Charger's got a nice little shiner on it right now. 0-2. Swing. That ball bloops into left center. We got a runner on the way home, and there it is, folks. The first run of the night scored by Mount Graham.
Just a great base hit and a little celebration on first. Yeah, that's definitely what you need with a he's a second batter, third batter?
Third batter. That's the third batter.
Nice contact hit to score the runner and put him in a lead position.
So this is Beckham Ogle at the plate now. Tall standing right-hander. Swings at the low ball and misses. That's going to be strike run. Nice pitch there by Jax Rayleigh. Another one inside off the hands. That's going to be fouled. Going to 0-2. Jax Rayleigh ahead in the count.
If you look behind us, you can see these kids camping out for the foul ball, trying to get that snack.
Oh, swing. Is that
again? The runner's out, but the other runner gets to advance. 2 outs now on the inning.
So
Second drop, third strike
out. Yep.
Of the game.
That was a strikeout. So that's 2 strikeouts there.
It's basically like a sack bunt almost.
You're right.
You're out, but you get to move the runner.
So 2 strikeouts there for Jax Rayleigh early in the first.
Catcher calling time to talk with his pitcher.
So 1-0. Mount Graham is leading. Jax Rayleigh 2 strikeouts. This is Mace Roton up to the plate for Mount Graham with 2 outs and a runner on second.
No balls, no strikes.
And that pitch called ball 1.
Oof.
Another ball tip. So you can tell that Jax Rayleigh is putting a lot of spin on his pitches because Mount Graham having trouble just getting the bat onto it and knocking it, hitting it into play. Excuse me, folks. And that's ball 2. 2-1 is going to be the count. Again, got a runner on second, runner in scoring position. Another one off the handle. The chant from the dugout is Mace hits dingers. Let's see if he does tonight. Outfielders all pretty deep. Jax Raleigh gets ready to make his pitch. That ball hit off the ground, fielded at first, and that is out.
Yeah, I mean, it played right into his hands almost.
Yeah, it really did. So
there's no play to be made.
Nothing doing there. And so at the middle of the first, Mount Graham leads 1-0 over Santa Cruz in tonight's Minors 9 to 11-year-old championship game. Top of the inning was brought to you by Seniors Helping Seniors, where the caregivers are seniors themselves. They show up ready to exceed expectations. Check them out at southernArizonaSHS.com or call 520-487-4246. The Doggo Lotto is the hottest shelter dog game show in the world, and it's right here in Sierra Vista. Pick your lucky numbers for free at CoolFM.online/Doggo Lotto. Then watch the show live every Monday at 6 p.m. on Cool FM. See if you won. Over $2,000 in cash and prizes have been awarded so far. Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County for residential and commercial plumbing projects for 10 plus years with a lifetime of experience in the industry. Proud supporters of local sports programs and athletes. The Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, proud to support our young athletes all season long. If you're in the market to buy or make sure you make your first call to the real estate experts at 717-599-2439. And Eagle Plumbing has been providing expert service in Cochise County for over 50 years. Family owned and trusted for everything from leaks to major repairs. They're just one call away. Eagle Plumbing, proud supporter of local sports. So, folks, we get to see Santa Cruz now come up to bat for the first time tonight. Pitching for Mount Graham is going to be Beckham Ogle is going to be their starting pitcher. That's number 8. And this is looking to be a decent one so far. Again, Mount Graham got on the board really quickly. I think this is probably the first time I've seen runs scored in the first inning of one of these games that I've called. And so, Gunnar, what do you think? No, did we have a run in the first inning in the last game as well? Was it tied up 1-1 at the end of one? Or was that in the second?
I think that was in the second.
I think you're right. That was in the second.
Yeah, but yeah, usually teams don't start off too hot. It's a pretty interesting thing with younger kids. They don't come out ready, I would say. I mean, some teams do, but it's usually like, maybe, but they usually start to heat up by the middle and end of the game. And that's really where you start to see the plays and the hard hits and the big hits and the home runs and all that crazy and cool stuff that we love to watch.
And folks, I apologize. The pitcher's last name is Engel. That's Beckham Engel. And he is going to be facing Atlas Bohm as the first batter for Santa Cruz. That pitch is going to be high, about chin level. That's going to be strike number 1. I'm sorry, ball number 1 to Atlas.
Yeah, we got a little lucky with the start time and the end time of last game. So starting earlier, and hopefully we can get home early tonight.
Right.
Get some sleep.
2-0 right now. 2 boom. Engel tries to settle himself and get focused. Another really high pitch. This one over the batter's head. So 3 straight pitches, 3 straight balls. And I'm sure that Atlas has a coach over there telling him, hey, let's look at the next one. Maybe the next 2. And there it is. That's a called strike. So Engel found the strike zone on that one. Nice pitch there by Beckham Engel. Oh, this one off the inside of the bat, off the hands, and is caught at first base. Very nice catch by Jaron Davis.
Yeah, these kids behind us were like running to the ball, and then they noticed it was still inside the ballpark, and they're like, oh man, no snack for me.
Nope, no snacks for you this time.
Man, you should see the dogfight that happens once it hits the ground.
This is Eli Padilla. Eli Padilla at the plate. First pitch to him by Engel is going to be a ball.
struggling to find the strike zone just a little bit.
Yeah.
Starting off early in the game with
As good as his teammates backed him up on that one, because that could easily turn into a hit. And that's a strike to Padilla right across the letters on the chest. Nice pitch there by Beckham Angle. That one a little high. Padilla able to duck that one. Count is now 2-1, 1 out.
Santa Cruz dugout is very loud.
Very loud. And there it is, strike two. Another really nice pitch from Beckham. Good speed on it. Count goes to 2-2. Eli Padilla looking to do something here. Steps back out of the box. That one all over the ground. That's going to be a full count, folks. Our first full count of the night's game. Can Eli Padilla be a hero? That one on the ground, and he will walk to first. First walk of the game for Padilla. I'm sorry, not first. Yeah, first walk of the game for Padilla. And the Santa Cruz pitcher now comes to bat. This is Jax Raleigh. Another high pitch. Padilla thought about running, but he stayed put at first.
Lineup of cameramen and camera women here.
Yeah, this first base sideline, first base line getting a little popular. Another really high pitch from Angle. Count is 2-0. Three straight pitches. The count goes to 3-0 as Angle still trying to locate that strike zone consistently. And Jax Raleigh showed patience. Said, I'll go ahead and take one. Angle takes advantage and fires one right in there for a strike. 3-1's your count, folks. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Oh, that one goes over the backstop and over the bleachers, out onto the street.
And the kids are running again.
I hope they don't run into the street. There's cars out there. Full count, folks, with 2 outs. Jax Raleigh with a chance to get his team on the board in their first at bat of the game. Let's see if Angle can get himself out of this inning with no run scored. That one's low. Padilla takes off, going to second. And that was ball 4, so Jax will take a walk to first. So looks like Angle has walked 2 batters in a row. Not a good sign starting off for Mount Graham. Big number 44, Owen Thomas, walking up to the plate. This kid is tall. Got a little discussion going on between the manager and the home plate umpire. Did you see anything that looked a little off or worth talking about?
Maybe he's
I don't think that Padilla took off before that play actually happened. Like he didn't run.
It was a walk.
Right, but I mean, it was also a ball that he kind of lost too. It was a pass ball. Yeah, he didn't take off before that, so he ran once he saw that ball in the dirt.
Even then, I don't think it matters off a walk.
Off a walk, right.
Exactly.
I think the coach might have thought otherwise.
Very confusing.
Here we go, Owen Thomas.
There.
Yep. Strike one, very nice pitch, painting the bottom left corner of the strike zone by Beckham Angle. All right, the scoreboard is showing 1 out now. It's been changed. Here's a hit. It doesn't stay fair. It goes foul up the third base line. So I think that discussion might have been about how many outs that there were in this inning, because the scoreboard was showing 2 outs, now showing 1.
Well, the thing is I don't really think that matters for gameplay, though. It's something about safe or not safe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. We'll never know.
Very high. Yeah, you never know what it was.
Exactly.
We'll find out if the next out clears a bit, does a change or not. We'll find out, folks.
Exactly.
1 ball, 2 strikes here. Bottom of the first. And another ball. gets away from the catcher. Both runners will advance. Padilla to third and Rayleigh to second.
Now there's 2 runners in scoring position. This could be a problem for Mount Graham.
2-2 count for Owen Thomas, and Angle's got to get himself out of this. That one, another high inside pitch, full count. Is that 3 full counts in a row?
Yes, I think it is.
That's got to be plucking on your nerves if you're a pitcher. Angle takes a swing. That's coming right towards us. And Gunner almost made a bay-handed grab.
That would have been cool. That would have been cool. Sensing it, but I just didn't bring it in. If only I had a glove.
Yeah, if you had a glove, it'd have been money. Still full count, guys. Here comes the pitch from Angle. And swing and a miss, strike 3.
The second out of the inning.
Thomas goes down, and that is out number 2. Also, that's the first strikeout of the night for Beckham Angle, and what a great time to get one. Hatley Matthews up at the plate for Santa Cruz. First pitch is low, but the catcher maintains control of it, so the runners have to stay put. 1-0. That one high and inside, ball number 2. And it seems like Angle is starting to throw the ball a little harder.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not helping him find the strike zone, but maybe he'll find the groove. That was definitely a close call right there. Yeah.
I think it might have been a little bit inside, though. And so Hatley Owens showing some patience as the count now 3-0 for him.
There we go.
There it is. That's the pitch he was looking for. They're like the identical to the pitch we just saw, but this one will be called strike. 3-1.
Just a little bit closer inside, or not inside, really all you need.
Matthews takes the swing.
2 strikes now. Full count again.
It's going to be popular tonight.
Man, the game me and Bill called, I think it was the first one, there's probably an upwards of 20 full counts.
Oh, wow.
In one game.
That's nerve-wracking for coaches and pitchers and everybody.
Yeah.
And going to wind up. The ball is hit into play. Not cleanly caught by second. And a nice piece of hustle by Matthews as he runs out the throw. And also Santa Cruz gets a runner to score. So we got an even ball game. We are tied 1-1 off of the Hatley Matthews single, which creates tonight's RBI, first RBI for Santa Cruz. Brantley Orona stepping into the box for the first time tonight as he swings that bat looking like a hitter. And we got some signals going on from catcher.
Yeah, you'll usually see that with first and third. There's a few different possibilities, back pick, fake throw down.
Uh-oh, pass ball over the catcher's head.
He just bounces back, and the runner doesn't go on a smart decision there.
And Jax Rayleigh showed a lot of intelligence. Nope, I'm going to be patient and wait. Meanwhile, Matthews does advance to second. I think that was the fake throw. It was a setup. Throw it high. Let's see if we can get this right third to jump on it. 1-0. Count now 2-0. You know what? I like the strategy. I like the way the kids are thinking. Hey, let's see if we can get one. Let's try these guys. Comes pitch number 3. That one also low. And a 3-0 count for Brantley Orona. This is
an older age group than the game before.
Yeah, this is 9 to 11.
Interesting.
And strike number 1 is called. I got a feeling we might see a full count again as we sit right now at 3-1.
Definitely a possibility.
There it is. Strike number 2 thrown by Beckham Angle.
That is the 5th full count of the night.
We just might as well get used to it, guys. Full count is going to be a normal thing. Angle makes the pitch, a swing, contact. It grounds and rolls into center field. Run number 2 scores for Santa Cruz. And here comes run number 3. Orona gets a single and knocks in 2 RBIs. Santa Cruz now with a 2-run lead, 3-1 here in the bottom of the first.
Mount Graham really just struggling defensively, and this could be how the game might look the whole time.
That was a good piece of hitting. Just put it on the ground, get it all the way up the middle, and get you 2 guys in.
Exactly. That's all you need, and I'm guessing there's going to be a pitch change soon here.
Strike 1 thrown to Ty Peterson. And yeah, you may want to make a pitching change. I mean, a lot of balls being thrown, and it's not looking good for Angle. Oh, Peterson gets a hold of this one. It drops down into left center. Peterson will get 1 base out of it. A really nice piece of hitting. A little bit of a lack of communication between the fielders. I think that both the outfielders thought that maybe the second baseman would drop back to catch that one, but he did not. And so this is Patrick CRUZ up to the plate for Santa Cruz. 2 outs, 3-1 here, bottom of the first. And that will be ball number 1. Right in my line of sight.
I know, that's why I couldn't.
Thank you. Angle trying to battle his way out of this inning. That's a good pitch. Strike number 1 right across the numbers. You can't draw it up any better than that. Great pitch for by Beckham Angle.
Looks to be a little 2-out rally right now, and let's see if they can kill this momentum.
That one is high, goes across his face, but it's outside. 2-1. Patrick's got a runner on second, and runners on first and second. He swings, that ball will go foul. Kind of a late swing, late decision to take a cut at that one. And it's gonna cost him a strike, 2-2. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Another strikeout, number 2 for Beckham Angle, and they will send Santa Cruz back to the dugout, but they go back with a 3-1 lead at the end of 1 inning.
Yeah, that could definitely affect the rest of the game right there. It depends. We'll have to see if they can, get him throwing some more strikes consistently and just get it moving along.
Yeah, I'd like to see how he responds the next time he comes up. That's going to kind of determine, I think, what's going to happen for this game.
Yes, I agree.
So the entire first inning brought to you by the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. Their new physical therapy department is now open in Hereford. Make an appointment with one of their doctors of physical therapy today at 520-432-6435. Grasshopper Landscaping, providing quality from the ground up. Contact Grasshopper Landscaping for all your landscaping needs. Visit them on Facebook or Google Grasshopper Landscaping. La Sierra Grill and Steakhouse in Hereford supports all our fine athletes and teams in Cochise County. Now open for our lunch specials from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tuesday through Saturdays. Go to LaSierraGrillSteakhouse.net where the flavor lives. Get the Surf and Turf guys are highly recommended. Allo Fiber is your new home team for internet, TV, and phone. Visit allofiber.com to learn more about the Allo Fiber difference and become a fiber fan. Now available in Sierra Vista. Sierra Toyota wants to buy your car, truck, or SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. Vinny's Pizza of Sierra Vista has been serving the community for 45 amazing years with great pizza, wings, and sandwiches. We're proud to support this live stream sports coverage here on Cool FM Live, and we hope to see you soon at Vinny's. Sonic Sierra Vista, where Wednesdays is Wacky Pack Wednesdays, and kids' meals are $2.49. And tonight, Thursday, is 99-cent corn dogs. It's not too late to go get a corn dog from Sonic Sierra Vista, guys. Go over there and get a good deal tonight. All right, here we go. Top of the second, Mount Graham back up to bat, and this will be Breaking Bingham at the plate for the first time tonight. Swing and a miss at the first pitch, strike 1. Very nice thrown ball there by Jax Raleigh. Swing at the second pitch and miss. He was just a bit early on that one.
It looks like he's messing with the speed to throw off the batters.
If you remember in the first inning, he was throwing a lot of, his first pitches were kind of slower pitches. I think he's changed that up now, which is causing their timing to be off. Nice job by Jax. That one is low and inside. That'll be ball one, so the count goes to 1-2. Here's Jax. That one swing, and that's off the handle of the bat over the dugout, and the mad dash for the ball begins. And by the sound of that car horn, I think it hit a vehicle. 1-2. Raleigh makes the throw. Swing and a miss. And that's strikeout number 3 for Jax Raleigh as Bingham goes down swinging. Landon Kidwell steps up to the dish for the first time tonight. Raleigh throwing pitch number 22. That one low into the ground. Catcher keeps it in his glove. That is called strike. 0-1. Takes a swing. This one grounded. Oh, bounces off the leg of the second baseman. And Kidwell runs it out, and he will get himself a single. The first batter to reach base here in the second. Jaron Davis now going up to bat. Davis is the first baseman for Mount Graham. One out, runner on first. This one's a pop-up. It's staying into the infield. The catcher tried to get to him, was just about a step too short. Strike number 1. Jax Raleigh's thrown 25 pitches tonight, 3 strikeouts so far, as his team leads 3-1 here in the second. Davis swings off the handle of the bat, another one that goes foul, 0-2.
0-2, you gotta be looking for.
Jax throws this one. Jaron goes down swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Jax Raleigh. That's strikeout number 4 for him. He's really changing the speed around. It's throwing Mount Graham off. Drake Carter coming up, stepping into the box. His team behind by 2 runs. That one, it looked like it might have been inside, but it just painted the corner. Strike number 1. Very nice pitch by Raleigh. That one off the handle, foul ball. Almost took out some of our parent volunteers.
Almost killed my mom.
Watch out, Ms. Ball. 0-2.
They're chasing each other for the ball.
Drake Carter.
Look at that.
And there's ball number 1. I thought that might have been 3rd strike, but no, called ball by the on-plate umpire. Oh. Did he catch him swinging on that? He did. That's another 3 straight strikeouts for Jax Raleigh. That's 5 on the game for him. 3 batters came up, 3 batters fell down. And as we move into the bottom of the second, the score remains 3-1, Santa Cruz on top.
Definitely a dominant pitching outing by the pitcher there. You know, his pitch count is lower than the other team's pitch count after 1 inning. So that could really be what sets these 2 teams apart, is the pitching. And we'll definitely see.
So we'd like to thank SSVEC and all of our sponsors for putting their investment into local youth sports and making this coverage free to you. Stop by our list of sponsor locations and do business with the businesses that support the stuff you love. You can find all of our sponsors' names in the caption to this video if you're watching with us on Facebook. SSVEC powering our live stream youth sports, all coverage all year long. SSVEC serving our community. So Angle comes out this time, and as we head into the bottom of the second, and as we talked about, Gunner, you know, what do you want to see from Angle in this inning?
More control. The speed's there. If he can really just find the strike zone consistently, I don't think there's going to be a problem with his pitching anytime soon. So that's the main thing, and then really just trusting in his defense to, you know, throw the ball around and let them make those plays, because that is usually the biggest problem. You know, pitcher's not going to strike out the whole entire team. And if you do that, you have to be a standout pitcher. But most kids you really just have to rely on your defense and let them make plays. And if you don't have a defense, you know, it is all up to you. But this is an all-stars team, and I'm sure that they have some great players out there. And, you know, I definitely believe they can make these plays.
So Mount Grant comes in with more players, and they have to bat all their players. But for now, Santa Cruz coming up. And here's our next batter coming up. This is Jet. This is Jet Hubble coming up to bat. One and oh to Jet. Second pitch, that's a strike right where you want it to be.
A little bit high, but a perfect high fastball that touches the zone right there.
And that's not the ball that they're hitting. I'd like to see him throw that one more. That one low, and he does get the strike call on that one.
I don't think it was low. I think the catcher just dropped his glove
Oh, he
during
painted
his,
it?
yeah.
Ah, okay.
He kind of like brought it down and then back up, so.
1-2.
Yeah.
Catcher kind of framed it.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss for Jet, and he goes down swinging.
That's definitely how Angle wants to start off the inning, and just
Angle
trying to
says
find
if
his
you get
group for
strikeouts,
sure.
I can throw them too. This is Hales Thomas. He will be the final batter in the batting order for Santa Cruz. Sorry, Hayes Thomas. I
Umpire
apologize.
telling him to close the gate.
All right, we got one out. Bottom three. Santa Cruz up by 2 runs. That first pitch is high to Thomas. 1-0. Another one. Oh, that's called strike.
Yeah,
I didn't see a difference between those two pitches, but one's a strike, one's a ball. Maybe one was more over the plate than the other, but 1-1. Swing at that low ball, and Hayes can't quite make contact. That's going to be strike 2. 1-2 is your count with one down. Hayes takes a cut. This one goes foul over the backstop. It doesn't seem like it, but that was pitch number 51 for Beckham Angle already. He's thrown 51 pitches already.
Yeah, he had a long first inning. Probably not the most.
There it is, swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Beckham Angle. That's going to be number 4 for him tonight. We're seeing some excellent pitching from these two pitchers, and he's settling in.
Finally finding the groove he needed to find.
So with 2 outs, Santa Cruz goes back to their leadoff hitter. This is Atlas Boone. Strike 1 to Atlas. That one is low. That's going to be ball number 1. So 1-1's your count. Nice swing. Atlas makes contact. That ball rolls into right field, and Atlas will get himself a hit. He now is 1 for 2 on the night with that single.
This is their second time around, really?
Yep, this is his second. Yep, he's the first batter to hit twice.
Wow.
Eli Padilla comes to the plate. Eli walked in his first appearance. Eli takes a swing. This is a high ball in the infield. No, the pitcher can't quite get under it. Eli gets a single out of it. I think that Angle lost that one in the lights. I was talking to a parent of a player that plays for one of the other teams. I won't say which team, but he was explaining to me that in the league that his kids play in, all their games were day games, and they never played under lights until they got here and played in this tournament. And that kind of caused them some problems because they just weren't used to it. The ball looked completely different when you're trying to locate it up in these lights at night.
Yeah, it's definitely different. One thing I would say is different is I kind of like morning games, especially in the summer, like how it is now. Because if you do get a rain delay or a thunder delay, you know, you're still on time technically. But, you know, night games are still plenty of fun. Oh, headlights.
Now we got some headlights on behind the batter, so we want to get those turned off so it doesn't distract the fielders. Meanwhile, while that's going on, this is Jack's rally. This is Santa Cruz's pitcher up to bat for the second time tonight. So last time we were at this point in the lineup, Elijah Padilla and Jack's rally both were walked. So let's see if Jax can make contact and get a good hit tonight. I think they're going to hold off on resuming play until they'll get those headlights turned off on that vehicle. Nope, they just turned back on again. Gotta push your lock button. There we go. That vehicle is rolling out. Guess that guy is going home. Catcher goes back to the plate. Umpire's getting in position. Let's finish some ball. Bottom of the second. 3-1, 2 outs. Jack's rally. Pitch from Angle. And that's going to be a ball thrown to the lefty. Again, Santa Cruz got runners on first and second. Another ball. Count goes to 2-0. I think they're trying to feint Santa Cruz into trying to steal so they can get a throw out. That's ball number 3. The Santa Cruz runners taking long leads here.
Getting comfortable on the bases and
the confidence of the Mount Graham catcher makes me think he's got a cannon for an arm. That one called strike on that very low pitch. Count goes to 3-1 here with 2 outs. 2 runners on. Angle with the pitch. That one will be ball number 4, so the pitcher will walk for a second time. Rally reaches base twice on walks.
this might be the pitching change we were talking about.
Yeah, I think it's about to happen.
Because not only is he high on the pitch count, but he's not, well, I would say respectfully, it's just not the best outing he could have had.
No, it's not. He's given up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, walked 3 batters already. And that's definitely a contributing factor to why they're trailing by 2 runs.
And the bases are loaded.
That's
so if he brings in another pitcher, this could be a pressure moment for the pitcher, like what happened
Just
last game.
Just like what we saw last game.
Exactly.
You bring a guy in when you put him in a position where he's got an uphill fight with a team that might be starting to heat up with their bats, and this could easily turn into a 3-4 run inning. I would let my pitcher ride this one out. I'd give him another batter or 2. And it looks like that's what the manager's going to do. We got Owen Thomas coming up, big number 44. He is 0-1 tonight. But let's see if he can make the contact needed to get some runs in right now. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Up, pass ball, and here comes a runner to home. And he is safe at the plate. Run number 4 will score.
It's a pretty close play, but I definitely think with balls like that, it's really hard to get the out at home unless you get a lucky bounce or a lucky break. So
Atlas Bone will score. Score now 4-1 Santa Cruz. Runners on second and third. Everybody advanced during that play. And now Owen Thomas still at the plate with a 1-0 count. And there's pitch number 2, and the catcher didn't cleanly get it in the glove, but he did keep it right there between his knees. Runners stay put. Count is 2-0. That pitch right in the middle of the strike zone. 2-1. Great pitch by Beckham Angle. Swing. This ball goes deep into right center. Run number 5 will score. Here comes run number 6. Thomas gets a double.
What a hard hit ball for a double, and just really just a helping factor for your team there.
Now I might change the pitcher up.
Yeah.
So this is going to be Brantley Arona. I'm sorry, not Brantley Arona. This is Hatley Matthews that will be coming up to bat for his second time tonight for Santa Cruz. They now lead 6-0. I'm sorry, 6-1 here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, just a huge bases clearing double to put your team in the lead by a little bit more.
Hatley takes the first pitch, strike 1, with a runner in scoring position on second base.
The score is 6-1 in the top of the second.
Come on, boys.
Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Angle. And I think this is probably the last inning we're going to see Angle, just because he's already thrown. He'll be close to 70 pitches thrown by the end of this inning.
Yes, for sure.
1-2 is going to be the count. Angle can stop the bleeding if he gets a strike here. No, that's going to be ball number 2, 2-2. I thought that might have been the one, but no signal from the umpire. Here comes pitch number 70. And that is a strike, strike 3. Angle gets himself out of there. Strikeout number 5 for him. So both pitchers having decent nights. Both Angle and Raleigh both have struck out 5 batters. However, Santa Cruz, Jackson Raleigh and Santa Cruz found themselves ahead by 5 runs here at the end of 2. We head into the top of the third. And before we talk about some of our amazing sponsors, I want you to be the coach, Gunner. Are you changing your pitcher out, or are you going to stick with Angle?
I'm changing him out. He's just not having the ideal start and, outing, and he's let up enough runs to the point where it's time to pull him. His pitch count's high enough. And for Santa Cruz, on the other hand, he's at 31 in the bottom of the third. I feel like this is a perfect time for him to really just shine, and the Santa Cruz pitcher would not be getting pulled anytime soon.
I like that summary, and I think I agree with it. That second inning was brought to you by Desert RV in Huachuca City. They're aiming to build a community that surpasses RVs by giving back through local youth sports sponsorships, veteran support, and community fundraising events. Go to desertrvcenter.com. BEREAN Academy is a proud supporter of local sports where skill, strategy, and determination take center stage. And so heading into this inning, the contrast between pitch counts is crazy, because we got Angle, who's thrown 70 pitches. Meanwhile, Jax Raleigh has only thrown 31.
Yeah, it's definitely a pretty big difference in between the two. And we'll see after this inning how it evens out. And, I mean, he could have a 40-pitch inning. That would be pretty impressive. But
this is Jacob Delatorre batting for his first time. Mount Graham batting 13 batters. And Delatorre with the pencil stick at the bat. That one low and inside, ball 1. Second pitch, swing and a miss, off speed once again, strike 1. He's doing a really good job mixing up the speed of his pitches and doing some different things with the ball. That one is low, that's gonna be ball 2, 2-1. Delatorre thought about it. He checked, did not go around. That's going to be ball number 3. And the first base umpire says he did not go all the way around, so the count remains 3-1. Raleigh with the pitch. Oh, contact, bounces over the third baseman's head and rolls into left field. And Delatorre will reach first on the choppy single.
just an unlucky bounce for the shortstop there, and it just dribbles its way to the left fielder, brings it in safely, and It's a stand-up single for number 7, Delator.
So we got number 24, Ty Ware, stepping up to the plate for his first time. He's batter number 11 for Mount Graham. That one low and inside, ball number 1. Riley sets up. Showing bunt. Runner makes it back to first base on time. Count is 2-0.
Mount Graham looking for a little comeback here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Right. Very nice pitch there by Jax Riley. And yeah, you're right. Mount Graham's got to make something happen here with the bats. No outs, got a runner on first. Perfect time to make a play.
I agree.
Showing bunt. The bunt goes foul if he made contact at all. I'm not sure if he did.
It looked like he made a little bit of contact. 2 strikes, 2 balls.
Two and 2, no outs. That one inside. Good eyes there by Ty Ware.
And another full count on the
Here we go. Here's a pitch from Jax. Oh, swing at the 3-2 pitch, and he goes down swinging. Strikeout number 6 for Jax Riley. This is Kason Donaldson stepping into the batter's box for Mount Graham.
Is there an if game? Or both these teams have one
I think
loss?
this is going to be it.
Interesting.
He makes contact, but that one goes foul. So Kason's going to go back to the box. I almost took the coach out here at first base.
1-0 or 0-1 is the count. Pitcher getting ahead early, which is very important.
I think it was a late decision swing at that pitch, too, was probably what led to it going foul.
Yes, for sure.
And that one off speed again. I really like the way Jax is mixing up what he decides to throw.
For
That's
some
a swing and a
pitchers,
miss. Oh, go
sorry
ahead.
about
No,
that.
go ahead.
For some pitchers, you know, they like their off speed more than their fastball. I was one of those pitchers. Double
Kason
play.
Grounds to second, and the out is at second, but Kason will make it to first.
That was definitely a great double play opportunity, and
I thought they would have had. I
Yeah.
thought they almost had it.
in general, it's just a great thought process. For a younger kid, it's great to start building fundamentals like that.
Yeah.
I think the coach is going to argue whether or not the base runner was able to get out of the path of the fielder.
That's a good
because
question.
You do have to either move out of the way early or slide, and that could be a second out, and that
Right.
could be the end of the inning. But it
let's see.
just depends on
Umpires
the
World
umpires.
Conference.
Exactly.
Great point. I'm glad you see it and you're able to pick it out and explain it to the viewers. So let's see what they say. Okay, so the runner at second remains out, and it looks like Donaldson will remain safe at first. So we got 2 outs, and this is going to be the last batter of Mount Graham's lineup, Easton Montoya. Jax Riley ready for the pitch. Right across the number, strike one. A
I think
great
that's-
pitch from Jax.
I think that's the most velo we've seen from him tonight, for sure. Definitely
sure
a big
looks like
pop,
it.
and yeah.
Swing, that one tips foul. It's going to be strike 2. So Easton is up. They got 2 outs. 0-2 is your count with a runner on first. Mount Graham still trailing by a lot of runs here. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Add another one to Jax's strikeout count. That's 7 on the night for him.
If they score 5 runs this inning, and then Mount Graham scores no runs, that would be another run rule limit right there. But
Yep.
It all depends on the teams.
So here in the middle of the third, Santa Cruz leads 6-1. This inning brought to you by Stan Greer Millworks, Southeastern Arizona's premier supplier of custom doors and windows. With a distinguished history spanning 40 years, with offices in Tucson and in Hereford, discover more at StanGreerMillworks.com and pass on a legacy with Stan Greer Millworks. The MORSE Automotive Group of Sierra Vista wants you to stop in today and experience the difference because Cochise County is now backed by MORSE. The American Southwest Credit Union is fired up to cheer on our hometown athletes. They believe that youth sports build character and the kind of community spirit that makes us proud. At American Southwest Credit Union, your money stays local. Member of the NCUA and an equal opportunity lender. So as Mount Graham goes back into the field, they're sticking with their pitcher. So Beckham Angle still on the hill. 48 pitches thrown so far tonight. Actually,
For Angle, no,
that's not
it's
the, that's
70.
not the right count.
70.
Yeah,
That's for the
count.
other
That's
pitcher.
the other count.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's over 70 pitches thrown tonight.
Which is interesting to keep him in the game. I bet you they're just going to give him one or two more at bats and then pull him out. But it's definitely interesting to keep him in the game and I guess let him finish out his outing that he finished.
Yeah.
That he didn't finish.
I think it's a championship game, so let's let him go down swinging. I guess let's give him a fighting chance.
Maybe this is their best pitcher.
It could be their best pitcher, and they may be thin on arms. You know, we don't know. I don't know what happened in their last game that got them here. They might have had to use a lot of pitchers in that game, and maybe they just don't have as many guys available.
That could be the possibility, but.
All right, so the catcher was getting his gear adjusted. Now that that is complete, he takes his place behind the plate. And this will be Brantley Arona coming up to bat for Santa Cruz, who is sitting on a 5-run lead right now, 6-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. Again, as Gunnar told you, if they score 4 runs and get a 10-run lead, this could shut this game down real quick. Angle gets ready to make his throw. Angle with the pitch. Strike one. Very
Starting
nice
the
pitch
inning
from
off
Angle.
hot, for sure.
0-1. That one high. And that's kind of the inconsistency that we've seen with Angle sometimes. He'll throw 1 or 2 good ones, and then one just gets high or gets low, and then you put your catcher in a bad spot.
Yeah, definitely. 1-1.
And Bentley took a cut at that one, but it will roll foul. That'll bring the count to 1-2. Hard swing and a miss, and that will be strike 3. Or was no? That was a foul tip. It did tip off the bat. So at bat not over yet for young Brantley. Another low pitch that doesn't quite find its way into the catcher's glove, and we go to 2-2. And again, we've seen Angle in these spots a lot of times tonight where he's in a position where he's got to try to fight his way out of a corner. Angle. That pitch is thrown. It's not foul over the backstop. The count is going to remain the same, 2-2. Angle getting close to 80 pitches thrown on the evening. He's currently at 76. That pitch thrown, and nope, that's going to be ball 3. We got a full count, guys.
Probably won't be the last full count of the night.
And he will throw a ball, and that will walk that batter.
That is an impressive at bat, and I think he has one more batter left in him, and that might be the game for who's on the mound?
This is Beckham Angle on the mound.
Yeah, this might be one of the last at bats for Angle.
Ty
But I
Peterson
mean, we
up for
said
his.
that last inning.
We did, but coaches believe in him. But he's thrown 79 pitches so far tonight. Meanwhile, we got Ty Peterson into the box for his second time tonight. He's 1 for 1. To get a double last time he came up to hit. That ball above his head, and I respect the grit that Angle has. This is why I don't coach baseball. Another high pitch over his head, 3 straight pitches, 3 balls. The count is 3-0. Coach, you got to get this guy out of the game. You got to pull him. He's trying, but I just think that it's time to make a change, and I think that's what's going to happen. Yep, they will make a change, so that Angle will be done on the mound for the night.
Bringing Luke into pitch and moving number 6 out to left field. Left fielder goes to center field, and I don't know who's going to get pulled. I'm guessing Angle.
Yep, Angle. Is Angle going to the dugout, or is he going to take a position in the field? Well, Angle is going to stay on the field, I think. Meanwhile, again, this is Luke Daly, who will be relieving him. Angle finishes the game. I think they said it was 83 pitches that he threw. So number 23, Luke Daly, warming up here on the mound. He's coming in from center field. And they got to reset the pitch count clock. It's going back 1 number at a time, folks. That's okay, because Luke still got to get his arm warmed up, so we got a little time to make it happen. Meanwhile, when we resume play, Patrick CRUZ will be coming up to the plate after the Ty Peterson walk.
Yeah, this could be the spark Mount Graham needs to come back and hopefully win the game, but with runners on, this could be a sketchy position.
Yeah.
Six to 1 is the score. Bottom of the 3rd inning. 3 balls, no strikes.
So I call that backwards. Ty Peterson is now batting. That was Bentley Arona that just walked.
Runners
This is
on
Peterson's second time to the plate. He's 1 for 1 tonight.
1 runner on first, no one else on, no outs. 3 balls, no strikes.
Santa Cruz could extend this lead here. First pitch from Luke. Here we go. That ball is low, pass ball. Todd takes off for first base.
And that is a walk. It was already 3-0, so it's just...
that will count as a walk.
First
That's right, we weren't in the at-bat. There were 3 balls that were thrown. So, yep, that ball is 3, now 4. So, we got Patrick CRUZ coming up with runners on first and second. And Luke gets the first strike in there. Strike 1 for Luke Daly.
Here's the pitch.
Peterson, I'm sorry, CRUZ showing bunt.
He didn't pull back, so I don't know why this is a ball, but maybe he pulled back and we just, I don't know.
Like he kept the bat out there to me, but they call it a ball. He does get the bunt. It's in play. Right to the pitcher. Makes the throw to first. He is out. Good work.
But the runners do advance.
The first baseman. Great work by Jerron Davis at first. I mean, that ball came out of Luke's hand quick, but he held on to it. Patrick goes to 0-2 on the night, and now Jet Hubble comes up to the plate. Jet is 0 for 1. Daly missed the pitch. High and inside, pass ball. We got a runner heading towards home. and he will be safe.
Coach really emphasizing he doesn't want him to go. I mean,
No.
hey, if that's what you need to keep him at third, that's what you
That's what you
need.
got to do.
It's another run scored. 7-1 is now the score. And the catcher seems to be taking time, or
Like his leg
Gear
guards, leg
equipment
armor
is-
came
yeah.
a little bit loose, so you got to tighten that up. But we got one out here in the bottom of the third.
6-run lead for
Santa Cruz.
yeah, Santa Cruz. My mind just blanked there.
It's all right. It happens to me sometimes too. Here's Jet for next pitch of this at bat, and that will be a strike. I think the count is 1-1, not 0-1. I think it's 1-1. Jet gets a good swing low, goes over the head of second baseman. Run number 8 will score, and Jet reaches base on the single. Nice piece of hitting by Jet.
That is a 1-run drive-in to extend the lead to 8-1, 7-run lead. Oh my gosh. Excuse me for
It's
that.
getting late when it's a doubleheader, man. It's all right. This is Hayes Thomas to the plate, showing bunt. Another ball almost got away from the catcher.
Perfectly called corner paint right there to make the count 0-1.
Jet Hubble on first. He's ready to move if that ball gets lost again. There's the bunt. He lays it down. Oh, Daly bobbles it. Both runners will advance, and a really nice piece of bunt work there by Hayes Thomas.
Yeah, definitely. And it was perfect. The pitcher just seemed to bobble the ball, and both runners advance. Thomas goes to first, and the runner on first goes to second, number 2.
And the leadoff hitter is back up. This is Atlas Boone.
This is third at bat, correct?
Third at bat. Strike
Wow.
1 on the first pitch. Atlas is 1 for 2. Had a nice hit his last time he came up to hit. Again, 3 runs, and this game could be over. Atlas swings. Good piece of hitting over the second baseman head. Rolls into second in the center.
He's sent home. He is sent home.
We got a runner
1 run
who's going
scored.
strong. He will score. Make the score now 9-1. Santa Cruz is rolling with only 1 out here in the bottom of the third.
Oh my gosh. The run to signify the 10-run lead is on first base. And if this run is drilled in and they don't score next inning, this game will be over. And it will be the exact same score as last game as
That
well.
will be crazy, right? And you've been money with your predictions tonight. So I'm
Well,
not saying we bet
we'll
on
have to
sports because we
see.
don't. But Gunner seems to know what's going to happen before it happens. Here's Eli Padilla.
We'll definitely see, of course.
Padilla walked on his first appearance, got a hit on his second.
Runner's still second, and he's safe by a mile with a fake down and trying to get a back pick to get the lead runner out, but it just doesn't work out in their favor.
So now both runners in scoring position. Eli swings, gets the ball out of the outfield. Here comes run number 10.
And he could have been called out there if he really swung the tag around, but
Yeah.
he just got under it. Great way to get the ball in right there by the left fielder to just keep it moving and keep it short.
And
Coach
now the
calls
manager
time.
goes out to the mound. He's going to go talk with his pitcher. Pitcher is in a rough spot. They can't give up another run.
No, they
else
can't.
They put themselves in a really bad position with Jax Rowley coming up to the plate. Now, Rowley, this is his 3rd time at the plate, but he's been walked in both of his appearances. And
Is there a new pitcher again?
I think they
and
are
a new
making a pitching
pitcher
change.
once
They
again.
do. So just that quick, Daly is done for the night.
And
The
number
new pitcher
9,
will
Carter. Number 9.
So this is number 9, Drake Carter will be. No, this is number 2. This will be Landon Kidwell will be taking over as the pitcher. So Landon Kidwell comes in. He's going to take over. So only 13 pitches thrown from Daly before they moved. They made a move from him.
That's definitely interesting. Pulling Angle after like 80 or so pitches, and
right.
Pulling him after only 13. So it's definitely an interesting coaching move there. But you know, when you don't have a lot to work with and you're running out of arms, it's definitely hard as a coach to make those decisions.
That's going to be a decision that they're going to have to talk about later on. I'm sure he may get some questions from some of the parents later on from that decision.
Number 7 going back out onto the field, going to third base, but number 2 is warming up. Runners on first and third, I believe, or second and third.
Second and third. You got runners on second and third.
Excuse me. And
no, you're right. First and third because the runners just scored.
Over. Oh, yeah.
So first and third.
And I'm expecting to see a steal on the first pitch here, but you don't know until you know.
And they only got 1 out.
Yeah, that would definitely
And at this
be expected.
point, if I'm Santa Cruz, I do want to end the game. Let's get it done. Let's go home early.
Exactly.
And so you got a chance to do that here. And if you don't get it, you've been pitching so well that you could just go ahead and play the rest of the game. I'll probably still come out on top.
Exactly.
You can tell that, you know, Mount Graham is kind of spinning their wheels right now. They're already 3 pitchers in. And again, they made that second change so quick after relying on Angle for 80 pitches.
Yeah, and Santa Cruz hasn't even gotten through 1 pitcher yet. They're still on their first pitcher, and he hasn't even broke 70 pitches, I don't think.
No, I think he may be in the 50s.
50s or 60s,
Mm-hmm.
and this is definitely an interesting way. Runners on first and second, no balls, no strikes. Bottom of the third inning, 10-1 is the score with 1 out.
Speaking of pitchers, this is Santa Cruz pitcher up at the plate, Jax Raleigh. We got some signals. We saw what happened last time they did this. Last time they did this, there was a high pitch that was intended to try to get a runner to bait a runner to try to steal. Let's see if that's what happens here. It is. It's a ball. Padilla takes off for second, and he will get there.
Runners on second and third now, 2 in scoring position.
The throw mishandled by the second baseman.
Runner at the plate really trying to drive in these 2 runners and, you know, just keep this lead moving. 1 strike. High.
High and outside, 1-1.
Coach.
Vista.
Coach calling time to move his outfielder, and second and third is where the runners are.
Kidwell throws it. This one goes high as well. I don't think the runners are going to steal now. We talking about trying to steal home, and the runner on second, Padilla can't move to try to get to third because it's occupied. So we just got to play some baseball, guys. No more games. You got to throw it and you got to field it. Raleigh takes that pitch. That's going to be ball 3. He goes to 3-1.
If he walks this runner, this could be a very, very bad
Owen
spot.
Thomas getting ready to come up, and he's a big kid, like he might have power.
Oh.
Raleigh, solid hit in the left. Here comes run number 11. Raleigh will stay at first.
That's another run scored. It is now 11-1 with 1 out, and I don't think they're planning on slowing down.
No.
Runners at the corner again. This could just be a repeat of the last at bat and the last, sequence.
Yep, that's Raleigh's first hit of the game after walking twice, and now, runners on the corners. Big Owen Thomas at the plate.
He's going.
Pass ball, and no, Raleigh will go to second, but Padilla hangs out at third. Smart decision. Kidwell did a very good job coming down to cover home plate.
I will say, though, Santa Cruz's base running is definitely very smart and very passive, and they're really not trying to steal bases unless they have to, or steal home unless they have to.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, they're pretty good with what they have.
So 1-0, 1 out. Thomas takes a swing. It goes into the outfield. Here comes run number 12 and number 13 right behind it. Thomas gets a single, but he has 2 RBIs off that good piece of hitting. Strong hit right up the middle.
Yeah, there's definitely just the hit you need, and now bases are cleared. Runner at first with 1 out still. in the bottom of the third, and this really could be the shutting door closing on Santa Cruz right in their face.
This is Hatley Matthews. He's 1 for 2. Strikeout in his last at bat. High inside, ball number 1 from Kidwell. Kidwell's pitch is hit. They get the force out at second. And the runner runs it out at first. So Matthews will get on with the single. Thomas thrown out at second. No one scored that, but this is 2 outs now as we got Brantley Arona coming up to hit. Brantley is he 1 for 2 with a walk. Brantley swing at a pitch right across the numbers and a miss. Nice pitch by Kidwell.
Now that I notice it, Santa Cruz hasn't stolen on anything except pass balls in first and third. They haven't had any straight up steals this whole entire game, which is an interesting.
Well, that one that I think it was Padilla did but we knew he was going to do it because they were setting it up. High throw from Kidwell. Matthews takes off for second, and that's an extra base for him. And you just called it. They really only running when they need to.
Second and third, no one on third. Runner on second in scoring position.
Oh, nice hit by Brantley, but it does go foul. Count goes to 2-2 for number 22, Brantley Arona.
2-2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out for number 22.
Plenty of 2s.
And Kidwell's wearing 2 as the pitcher. Kidwell's throw is low. That brings us to a full count,
Yesterday,
guys.
didn't we have an array of 2s?
We
2
did.
outs, or 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs. The pitch count was 22.
In the second inning.
Yeah, second inning. Plenty of 2s to go around.
And Kidwell will walk Arona. That's his second time being walked tonight.
First and second are where the runners are. 1 runner in scoring position.
Ty Peterson, run for 2 with a walk. Peterson swings up behind the plate, and the catcher can't quite get there.
Runners are running on contact with 2 outs. 1 strike.
Ty Peterson really wants to get a piece of this. Keep this hit machine going. Nice pitch by Kidwell, strike 2.
Really trying to strike out this side so they can get up to hit and try to put some runs on the board.
Landon Kidwell with the windup. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3. Santa Cruz is done for the third.
That was a long third inning again.
First strikeout for him, and it was a very long third inning. And at the end of 3, Santa Cruz well in control with a lead 13-1 over Mount Graham.
So here's how it goes. If they don't score 2 runs right now, and no, isn't it 4 runs? I'm pretty sure if they don't score 4 runs. Yeah, so if they don't get 4 runs
they need
right
3
now.
runs, or that's going to be the ball game, right? They need 3 runs.
Yeah, 3 runs. 3 runs to stay in, and to come back, they need plenty of runs.
Mount Graham fighting for survival. Meanwhile, Jax Raleigh still on the mound, still looking strong.
He's only at 48 pitch count. He's not even in the 50s.
Even at 50. They're throwing a heck of a game. Speaking of stuff that's great, TWN Communications delivering high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. Stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. Prestige Remodeling and Restoration LLC at Sierra Vista has pioneered a visionary approach of customer-centric service. Visit them at prestigesierravista.com. Vista Pros is giving us tonight live sports coverage. Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, proud supporters of our local athletes and the community we all call home. Vista Pros, local, reliable, and professional. Seniors helping seniors, where the caregivers are seniors themselves. They show up ready to exceed expectations. Check them out at southernarizonaSHS.com or call 520-487-4246. So the battle cry coming from the Santa Cruz dugout, the manager telling them everybody needs to lock in. Santa Cruz in a position to end this game in this inning. All they have to do is not give up any more. If they give up 2 runs or less, the game will be over.
And so far in this game, or so far into this game, they haven't even let up more than 2 runs. So it's looking like this game could end early, but baseball is an unpredictable game, and there's plenty to it.
Check this out, Gunner. Miller Morris is the leadoff hitter for Mount Graham. This is only the 2nd time we've seen him tonight.
And we've seen some of the Santa Cruz hitters almost 4 times now.
Yeah, well, Santa Cruz batting 13 tonight.
Yeah.
And that's strike number 1 from Jax. Still looking very strong here.
It's locked in on the mound.
Pitch number 49 for Jack Rowley. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Morris. That one a little high. But when you're chasing by this many, you just got to be aggressive and swing. Got to try to be a hitter. Morris showing bunt. He does make contact. Fielded by the pitcher, and the out at first. And Morris not able to run it out. 1 out for Mount Graham.
Really just trying to get something in play to, try to get on base. I mean, right there, that's not a dumb decision to make as long as you don't foul off the bunt. And if you know you can put it in play, just put it in play.
So Luke Daly, he was the relief pitcher that came in for 13 pitches. Luke Daly steps to the plate. Luke is 0-1 on the night. Here's the pitch from Jax. Ball 1. That one high and outside. 2-0. Rowley needs to calm down and lock back in. The game is not over yet. Swing and a miss on a sweet pitch down the middle. Count goes to 2-1. That was a really nice pitch there by Jax. And does he get it? He does. Jax throws, swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8 for Jax Rowley. And Mount Graham falls to 2 outs, and this is maybe their last hope. The game could be over at the end of this at bat. Nick Johnson coming up to bat for Mount Graham. He's 1-1 on the night. All the hopes and prayers of the Mount Graham All-Stars riding on the young shoulders of Nick Johnson. Swing and a miss at his first pitch.
Golly. And this is just a dominant, pitching outing by.
I mean, here's another
13.
player of the week candidate.
Yeah, definitely.
I am very, very much impressed by the great work that these minors pitchers have done in both these games we've watched tonight.
Oh, I definitely agree with you.
Jax Rowley pitch, swing, it is hit, fielded. Oh, we got a little bit of an error, and Nick Johnson will make it to first. Nick goes to 2-2 on the night.
The first pitcher coming up to the plate. This could be the ending of the game. You never know.
This is Beckham Angle, who is 0-1 tonight, coming up for a second time. We haven't seen him since he left the game as a starting pitcher.
Catcher really just trying to stay in front of that there, and he does it. He does his job just fine.
That was pitch number 60 from Jax. Count is 1-0. Woo! That one was a little high, and I think that did touch the little bit of a brim on Angle's helmet, so he's hit by pitch. He will go to second. And, yep, the coach going to check his player out. And if I'm Santa Cruz's manager, I'm going to just have a little talk with my pitcher, make sure he's locked in. Might not go to the mound, but just get a little check-in with him. Make sure he keeps him locked in, keep him focused, because, guys, we need 1 out to end this game.
All they really need to do is either touch third.
The double play potential is right here, right? I mean, you only need 1 out.
Yeah, all they need to do is get a ground ball and touch one of their bases.
The pitch to Roten, Mace Roten right into center field. And ladies and gentlemen, that will be the ball game as the ball was fielded right into the glove of the center fielder. And ladies and gentlemen, this game is over. We'd like to congratulate the Santa Cruz All-Stars on their victory here in the District 8 Miners 9 to 11-year-old championship game with a winning score over Mount Graham of 13-1. We talked about great performances. We've had two great performances by two great young pitchers tonight. This one by the pitcher from Santa Cruz, Jax Riley, with 8 strikeouts tonight on 62 pitches. He did an amazing job on the mound tonight. Congrats to him and his teammates as Santa Cruz again gets the victory in commanding fashion, 13-1 over Santa Cruz. I'm sorry, over Mount Graham. Before we head out, Gunny, you got any closing thoughts?
That was just a hard-fought game by both teams, and kudos to Santa Cruz for really reeling in the victory. The last 3 games we've watched have been something like this, which is really interesting. Today's been a great day. Thank you to Kevin. Thank you to Mark behind the camera. Just, it's a great team out here. I really loved and I enjoyed, you know, this team that we had, this little trio, and great job tonight.
It's been great working with you through these games, man. I'm looking forward to doing it again with you later in the year. And so on behalf of our team here at Stone Field, Mark Wills, Gunnar Voss, Kevin Lassiter, and Cody Ethel back in the studio. We want to thank you all for tuning into the game with us tonight. Again, congrats to both teams that played, and congrats to both our champions that got crowned tonight with their District 8 victories. Again, congratulations to Douglas for winning the early game, and congrats to Santa Cruz winning tonight. On behalf of Cool FM, this is Kevin Lassiter and the team here from Stone. Wish you all a great night and have a happy 4th and 250 years of America being America. Have a great night, folks.
There we go.